I'm not married. I don't have children. This is going to be my full-time job. And I feel like the community deserves that.
23-year-old Palm Coast resident Darrell Boyer announced his candidacy for the 2024 race to become state representative for District 19, which includes parts of St. Johns County. Rich Petchke has more on our lead story.
He says that education is an important issue.
I just graduated college, so I know firsthand what it's like and how liberal our college institutions are. And I believe that college should be a place for all college students to go and share their perspectives so that we can better grow ourselves. And I know that our governor just signed Senate Bill 266, which ends diversity, equity, and inclusion and critical race theory in higher education. That's important, but we also need to get rid of, social issues like that in our K through 12 education as well. Our children should be educated, not indoctrinated.
Foster care is an issue that's personal to him.
I'm adopted and I went through foster care. So I really see a challenge to helping our foster care system. That's one of the reasons why I'm running. And more specific on our community, I want to restore our parks and our beaches. That's one of the main concerns that I've heard from our community. So that'll be one of my main focuses.
The 23-year-old speaks highly of House Speaker and current district representative Paul Renner.
One of my favorite things about Speaker Renner is that he's a man of good faith and he's a man that puts other people before him. And that's what this role is. It's a selfless role. During my time working for him and with State Representative Webster Barnaby, I fell in love with the ability to help others. So, that meant so much to me that I made the courageous decision to announce my candidacy for State House to give back to our community.
Boyer will be in the primary election with Flagler County Commissioner Donald O'Brien and James St. George.
This local news is a service of your hometown Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you.
The City of St. Augustine Board of Commissioners voted Tuesday night to enter into a letter of intent to install and operate a carousel in Davenport Park on San Marco Avenue. If approved, the lease would allow J.W. Brinkley to operate a carousel in Davenport Park while remitting to the city 15% of the monthly gross revenues. Mr. Brinkley's intention is to create a nonprofit corporation to operate the carousel. City Manager John Regan believes the return of a carousel would enhance the city.
It's an exciting time because I think that if there's one thing that people really believe in is the beauty of the carousel.
J.W. Brinkley explains why he wants to build the carousel.
For over a year, I've been interested in doing this because my children and my grandchildren have enjoyed the carousel. And if there's one thing that we don't see enough of is some of the nostalgia.
Commissioner Cynthia Garris echoed the concerns that were brought forth.
I don't think the carousel needs to be open to 10 o'clock at night. That sounds a little late for children to be riding on a carousel, especially since we still have a homeless situation. We wouldn't want anything to happen to somebody. And the only other thing is I think the sound does need to be considered. And I think it was very nice of this gentleman to come forward to want to do the carousel. I know when it was taken, people were really upset that the carousel was leaving, but it was willed to go somewhere else. So I think it'll be a nice return.
There was a carousel on that spot for 25 years, but it was moved to Port Charlotte in 2019. City Manager John Regan suggested that a sound study be done in advance of the lease agreement and a reconsideration of operating hours. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Rich Petchke.
Target was the venue for Tuesday morning's Coffee with a Cop. Liz Ryan was there.
St. Augustine Police Department Public Information Officer Dee Brown looked happy to be there.
It's a great community event. The city police spend a lot of time here at Target, so it's great to get out and meet with the community and just show a friendly face versus coming in to apprehend someone.
Officer Ed Martinez of the St. Augustine Beach PD enjoyed seeing the camaraderie between the agencies.
It's a get-together to get all the agencies here at the St. Johns County, which is FHP, FWC, National Parks, ourselves, St. John's, and also SAPD as well. So trying to thank Target for all they do for us as well.
And there was plenty of free stuff.
Stickers, tattoos, we got free donuts, we got coffee, some muffins as well for anyone that wants to have a bite or even have a chat with some of the officers here as well.
Corporal Greg Secchi from the Sheriff's Office was meeting and greeting the public.
It's nice to get out in the community, be able to meet people, especially when we're in the midst of a tragedy, losing one of our deputies. So people are very supportive, and it's been a great morning.
Lieutenant Bill Miller from Florida Fish and Wildlife enjoyed the opportunity to meet people.
Coffee with a cop, it's a great time, enjoying being together, and tough week for law enforcement, so it's a great chance for us to get together with the community.
Target's General Manager Jason Butler told me why they love hosting this event.
We're trying to show our appreciation for law enforcement and build a strong partnership with the community, just show our appreciation and all that good stuff. So, yeah.
For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Liz Ryan.
And now you're up to date with St. Augustine's Local Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.